Welcome to our continuing series, a new series, Quotations to Inspire and Uplift, Part 8. Here are some of the most beautiful and beloved quotes from Sri Aurobindo and the Mother that have sustained and inspired me all my life. It is my prayer that they will enter your heart and soul, bringing peace, calm, joy, and a deep sense of gratitude. The quotations are not arranged in any specific order, simply as I remember them and copy them from my files. For more information on specific topics, one can refer to our website, motherandshriaurobindo.in, or our YouTube site, Richard Eggenberger, where our series, Questions and Answers for a World in Crisis, takes up individual topics in greater depth. Many have already been uploaded, and many more will be uploaded in the coming months. This part, number 8, is all from the Mother. If the growth of consciousness were considered as the principal goal of life, many difficulties would find their solution. The best way of not becoming old is to make progress the goal of our life. 18th January, 1972. To know how to be reborn into a new life at every moment is the secret of eternal youth. One must learn always, not only intellectually, but also psychologically. One must progress in regard to character. One must cultivate the qualities and correct the defects. Everything should be made an occasion to cure ourselves of ignorance and incapacity. Life becomes then tremendously interesting and worth the trouble of living it. 27th January, 1972. And now the Mother on Savitri. Some passages. Savitri is really a condensation, a concentration of the Universal Mother, the eternal Universal Mother, Mother of all universes from all eternity, in an earthly personality for the earth's salvation. And Satyavan is the soul of the earth's jiva. So when the Lord says, "He whom you love and whom you have chosen," it means the earth. All the details are there. When she comes back down, when death has yielded at last, when all has been settled, and the Supreme tells her, go with him, the one you have chosen. How does Sri Aurobindo describe it? He says that she very carefully takes the soul of Satyavan into her arms, like a little child, to pass through all the realms and come back down to earth. Everything is there. He hasn't forgotten a single detail to make it easy to understand for someone who knows how to understand. And it is when Savitri reaches the earth that Satyavan regains his full human stature. It was about the word, the primal sound. Sri Aurobindo speaks of it in Savitri, the essence of the word, and how it will express itself, how it will bring in the possibility of a supramental expression that will take the place of languages. I began by speaking to him about the different languages, their limitations and possibilities. And I warned him against the deformations imposed on languages with the idea of making them a more flexible means of expressing something else. I told him how completely ridiculous it all was, and that it didn't correspond at all to the truth. Then, little by little, I began ascending to the origin. So yesterday again, I had this same experience, a whole world of knowledge, of consciousness, of certainty, precluding the least possibility of contradiction, discussion, or opposition. The possibility does not exist. It doesn't exist. And the mind was absolutely silent and immobile, listening with obvious pleasure, because these things had never before come into my consciousness. I had never been concerned with them in that way. It was completely new, not new in principle, but completely new in action. And this is from Mother's message to the Prime Minister of India, at that time Indira Gandhi. It is for the sake and the triumph of truth that India is fighting and must fight until India and Pakistan have once more become one, because that is the truth of their being. 16 September 1965. Then Mother continues here about some individuals. Then there were the few, the rare individuals who are ready to make the necessary effort to prepare themselves for the transformation and to attract the new forces, try to adapt matter, seek the means of expression, and so forth. Those are ready for Sri Aurobindo's yoga. They are very few. There are even those who have the sense of sacrifice and are ready to have a hard and difficult life, as long as it leads them or helps them towards this future transformation. But they should in no way try to influence others and make them share their own effort. That would be quite unjust. Not only unjust, but extremely clumsy, because it would alter the universal or at least the terrestrial rhythm and movement. And instead of helping, it would cause conflicts and result in chaos. Now here's the question to Mother. According to the old tradition, there is a cycle of 4 ages or yugas: Satya, Treta, Dwarapara, and Kali. In the yoga and its objects, Sri Aurobindo seems to confirm it. I did not find any definitive mention in other places. Please tell me whether the Satya Yuga that you are bringing is again to be followed by the other 3, and the world is to fall into this darkness over and over again. Mother, I do not know how they will call what I am bringing, and according to Sri Aurobindo, it will be followed by the new creation and the advent of the supramental. That is all I know. Blessings, Mother.